What's going on with it, man? You already know what it is and who it is, man. It's the masterpiece, mouthpiece, sinful to P. Speaking so fluently and eloquently in the spectacular vernacular called realism one more again. And before I even begin, allow me to get some information just in case if one of y'all want to be blessed by having a conversation with me. Go to Instagram, put in SIN 2 underscores FUL. That's SIN 2 underscores FUL. Get into the DM and let me know that you come from my YouTube family, because if you don't, especially if you're a nigga or a bitch that look like a nigga, you're gonna be in the hallway waiting. Okay, my Facebook, I'm gonna bless you with my government and my pavement. My government name, PHILLIPGILMORE. My pavement name, SINFULGILMORE. Get into the inbox, let me know you come from my YouTube family. Otherwise, I'm not even gonna accept your ass. Go to Snapchat. It's only for the ladies, not the fellas that think they ladies or just became a lady yesterday, today, by surgery. No, this is for those who were born female, evolved into a woman. So for all the women, ladies, the Snapchat information is exclusively only for your big head ass. If you're fine, you're attractive, and you've been attentive to this uncommon information and exhortation that I've been conveying and saying within my videos, go to SINFULTHEP, you know what I mean, and come talk to me and let me know. You know what I mean? But getting right into it, man. Because some of y'all been asking me, you know what I mean, some of the young P's, you asking me questions about Bishop Don Magic Juan. You know, was he a real pimp? You know, why older pimps be disrespectful, disrespecting his legacy by saying little funny shit. Let me say this, man. In any lifestyle that you live, when you receive the most attention, you know what I mean, it's gonna be people on a high level and a lower level, but no matter what level they on, they're gonna be on one accord on hating on you because you getting the most attention. And just to be real, as far as who was doing the most pimping, that's for the hoes to decide. That's for the elite pimps who was there in that particular ancient time to basically debate about or speak about for these recent times. That ain't even my thing, you know. But what I will say is one thing that is irrefutable, one thing that's incontestable, that, you know what I mean, the man's personality, individuality was the best definition of beautiful, man. You know what I mean? Talking about no other than the charismatic, magnetic Bishop Don Magic Juan, man. You know what I mean? That's the reason why they hated that man. I mean, a lot of them guys that y'all look up to, yeah, they had Rolls Royces, they had mansion homes, some of them had jewelry out the ass, but let's just be real. Bishop Don Magic Juan is the most popular pimp who has ever pimped. You know what I mean? I didn't say the greatest pimp that ever lived, because like I said, that's another video. But he's the most popular pimp that has ever lived. There is no pimp, you know what I mean, in the pimp community who has had more popularity than Bishop Don Magic Juan. So when you get in the most popularity within your community, it's going to be a whole bunch of variety of suckers, you know what I mean, coming on one accord to try to assassinate, tarnish, diminish, and abolish, you know what I mean, the image and reputation that you established across the nation when you was going, you understand me, cross-country pimping. You know what I mean? The man got his own identity, and I told you guys that originality is a necessity. He has that. He brought you the green and gold. You know what I mean? Gave you the significance of it. You know what I mean? Kept some motherfucking thieving ass bitches, golden gloves, you know what I mean, that showed love towards his pimping. You know, Bra got shot. You know, took bullets, you know what I mean, and when Bishop Don Magic Juan visited in the hospital, you know what I mean, she was hospitalized, but even while she was hospitalized with bullets in her body, being hospitalized, she still realized that she still needed to be about that man's issue, about his trap, about his money, you know what I mean. Y'all don't even have them type of bras now. Some of you niggas, man, if you take your bitch from the West Coast and took that bitch to the motherfucking Midwest or the East Coast, you know what I mean, where it's bad weather, she wouldn't even endeavor to make your situation better. A lot of these bitches will blow up, expire, and wouldn't even have a desire to sit up there and bring you your trap top of the morning. So yeah, man, you gotta give props, man. We obligated to make the Midwest and East Coast pimps appreciated, simply because look at the bad situations and tribulations, man, adversity, difficulties, and bad weather that they had to pimp through. Do you know how cold old a motherfucker gotta be to have a bitch down on the motherfucking avenue about his revenue, nigga, and 15 and 20 below zero, still trying to get a bankroll out of a pussy hole on the west side of Chicago, you understand me, with vice lords is roaming around and solids, you know what I mean? Come on, man. You know what I mean? Where motherfuckers is constantly pushing up on pimps talking about, man, you gotta pay taxes and shit. Y'all don't know nothing about that. You know what I mean? He had to pimp through so much. So yes, the man is a legend. So I had to take out time, man, you know what I mean, to let some of y'all know, man, to put paint where it ain't and say what most can't, you know what I mean, about him. I didn't say that he was the greatest pimp that ever lived, but at the same particular time, he's the most popular pimp that ever lived. And the reason for that being, because whether or not he had more currency than all of the other pimps, whether or not that he had more class or what you consider to be dignified in the game or whatever, but as far as glorifying the game, he did that. One thing about it, in them times when that man walked through the door or came in, you knew that he was a pimp, man. You know what I mean? From his spirit, from his attire, you know what I mean? His spirit, it just illuminated the room, man. Come on, stop playing. Them other guys, some was classy, some was Renaissance men, eloquent speakers, highly intelligent, very articulate. You know, I can't take nothing away from anybody's legacy, man. You know what I mean? You know, I'm talking about from the Joe Catos and, you know, when you want to go to, you know, Joe Langfords and things like that, the Magnificent Seven, you know, Mel Taylor, you know what I mean, Salisbury, you know what I mean, Sweet Jesus. You know what I mean? These are names that you guys don't even be hearing because the only names that you know is from them little documentaries where guys put on their best Oscar award performance because the cameraman said action. You know what I mean? But you had to really be out in the streets or to get around some real veteran pimping, you know, to be laced and blessed with all the pimping that was going on in the old pavement, Old Testament days of the game. You know what I mean? And if you don't really be around veteran pimps, you'll never know that Joe Cato lived in a mansion and across the street from his mansion was another mansion with his hoes up in it. You'll never know nothing about that. So let me just make this straight and put it all in simplicity. I did not say that Bishop Don Magic Juan was the greatest pimp to ever participate and accumulate in the game because that's another video and that's before my time. But one thing that is irrefutable, there shouldn't even be a debate about, that he's the most popular pimp. What pimp has been on Oprah? Who been on Donahue? Look at the way, look what the places that he went to with Snoop. You know what I mean? Who did the rappers call on when they wanted exhortation and uncommon information? They called to the motherfucking Chicago location, to the most popular representation in the game, Bishop Don Magic Juan. You know what I mean? So just to keep it real, whether your partner like him or whether you like him or whether the veteran pimp that's around you like him or not, one thing they can't deny is that when he was actively pimping, you know what I mean, he was doing his thing, having jewelry out the ass, Rolls Royce out the ass, Eldorado out the ass, you know what I mean, really having it his way, man. You know, and let me just say this, for you guys that keep letting them niggas lie to you, telling you that Bishop Don Magic Juan had got ran out of California, that's not true. Wasn't ran out by no pimping. Bishop Don Magic Juan came down there about 6-7 hoes deep, you know what I mean, with the Rolls Royce, you know what I mean, and getting his money. Now, from what I had gotten, of course, you can go back in my old videos and, you know, get confirmation of that. And even I done spoke to older representation and got confirmation of this, that when Bishop Don Magic Juan came, of course, you know, everybody was doing their little drugs, and his drug of choice was different from their drug of choice. So a lot of the pimps, Hollywood pimps, by them being high sedity pimps, the prima donnas of the game, they actually tried to minimize, you know, his legacy and character simply because his drug of choice was different than their drug of choice. But in my honest opinion, coming from somebody that had never been high or drunk before in his 34 years of existence, you know, one guy that's do drugs telling another guy to do drugs just because his drug is different, you're not even in a position to judge that man. You know what I mean? You do drugs as well. It's just that your drug of choice is different. So just because your sin you sin differently or your drug of choice is differently, you know what I mean? You don't have the liberty to judge that man, you know. So I done heard a lot of older pimps, you know, confirm this story. But just to be real with you, you know, when he came out there, he didn't get knocked. You know what I mean? Niggas didn't sit up there and serve that man. It wasn't that, you know what I mean, it was so much pimping that he had to leave Cali alone and all of that shit. So don't let these old niggas, man, you know what I mean, they got a hate for Chicago, you know what I mean, something in their heart towards, because I ain't gonna lie, this Chicago shit, man, just to keep it real, no disrespect to no other area, but it's just something about them Midwest niggas, man. It's something about them Milwaukee niggas. It's something about them Chicago niggas. It's something about them Detroit niggas. It's something about them St. Louis niggas, man. The Midwest, man, we some cold motherfuckers. I just got to be all the way real with you. Hold on for a minute. I see I'm shining. But, you know what I mean? Midwest motherfuckers is some of the best, you know what I mean, masterpiece, mouthpiece speaking motherfuckers, man, on the planet. So, of course, you know, when you got people from other areas, and I'm not saying that them guys don't have personalities, mouthpieces, and intelligence and characters and things like that, but, man, don't try to minimize this Chicago shit. Don't try to minimize this Midwest shit. You know what I mean? Because if it wasn't for this Midwest shit, a lot of the personalities that you guys see from other areas, you wouldn't even be seeing it, because that's our babies. You know what I mean? Chicago really is the father and mother of a lot of shit, and they don't get the props for it because we so against us, you know what I mean, that we can't even promote us. That's why I had to take out time, you know what I mean, to let you guys know the reason why Bishop Don Magic Juan is so hated, disrespected, you know what I mean, even amongst people in his age group that like to spread rumors and things like that. You might even get around certain pimps and they'll tell you stories about Bishop Don Magic Juan that never existed. Why? Because he the one with the most attention. You know what I mean? No matter what lifestyle you go to, you might look at Pac. Pac wasn't the most richest rapper, but he was the rapper with the most attention though. So you got people who want to criticize and try to minimize his legacy simply because his legacy is bigger than theirs. Just like when you go to the Crippin', you got a lot of legendary Crips, you know, even from the ancient times that try to lie on Tookie, because they know, you know, even though they got some great legacies, their legacy is not equivalent to Tookie's legacy. So of course they try to change Crip history to try to minimize Tookie's legacy, spreading lies on the man and all type of shit. So no matter what lifestyle you go to, you can even go to spirituality. You got Muslims that hated on Malcolm X. Why? Because Malcolm had the most attention in the Nation of Islam. So whatever lifestyle you in, if you getting the most attention, if you got that charismatic, magnetic personality, or you got intellectual capabilities that the other representatives don't have, you're going to be hated. It just come with the territory. Lies come with the territory of having popularity. Once you get that clout, niggas gonna be trying to sit up there and come on one accord and try to sit up there and go that route on sitting up there trying to assassinate your name, giving you verbal crucifixions every day. Motherfuckers will sit up there and gossip with the bitch and have Wendy Williams shows with these hoes on your name when your name ring bells in this game, man. Real talk. You know what I mean? So a lot of times, you know, and then you gotta, let me also say this. Then a lot of times you got guys that actually had love for you. They liked you. They admired you at first, but you just kept excelling and excelling and excelling and excelling and excelling. And when you have the popularity that Bishop Don Magic Juan has had, a fucking pimp on the Oprah show, you know what I mean? Of course, you're going to receive a lot of hatred. You're going to receive a lot of, you know what I mean, verbal feedback. You know what I mean? Some haterade from these niggas. But one thing I want you guys to know, to the youth, that after everybody give their opinion and make their statements, them niggas wasn't on Oprah. Them niggas wasn't on whatever reason they try to come up with or why he was on, after they finished making whatever logical or profound statement that they think that's profound and logical. The truth of the matter is, them niggas was not on Oprah. Them niggas was not on Phil Donahue. Them niggas was not, they not internationally known. It's a lot of them that say that, but that's not. You can go anywhere in this world and say the name Bishop Don Magic Juan, and they know. You go to another planet and you can say Bishop Don Magic Juan's name, and the hoes in the other planet, the tricks in the other planet, they gonna know that particular name. And like I said, I'm not even saying that he's the greatest pimp that ever pimped or lived. That's not what I'm telling you. But by him being the one with the clout, he had the most clout. He had the most popularity. You know what I mean? And that ain't even to be debated about. That's why it's so much hatred for Bishop Don Magic Juan. Because he's the most beloved, the most one. He's the one that gets all the attention. You know what I mean? He's the one that's always, he got his signature colors, you know, his sound, the way he talked, everything. You know what I mean? He just, you know, a fly-ass older gentleman. And so you got a lot of guys, man, instead of them getting older and better, you know, a lot of them was older and bitter. So by them being older and bitter instead of older and better, they rather take our time out their existence and say a negative sentence on Bishop Don Magic Juan. You know what I mean? But just to let the youth know, no, he was never ran out of Cali. No, I don't agree with all his views and things like that. But one thing that I want the youth to know, that why he give people their flowers while they living. You know what I mean? And what you want to do is you want to get around a lot of veteran pimping from ancient times so you can find out what happened in the ancient times of this pimping. Why would you represent something that you don't know everything about in totality? You want as much knowledge. You trying to represent this game. You trying to be the greatest ambassador of the lifestyle. So, you know, get all the knowledge and wisdom, man, from the Israel, man, that you can. You know, but I just had to take out time to let everybody know, you know what I mean, that Bishop Don Magic Juan was the most popular pimp. And I had to tell you why he's the most hated, most disliked, most spoke on evil, even by older veterans from his time and era, because a lot of them niggas felt like they should have got the attention. They feel like they should have had the spotlight. But in all actuality, how many lames in the game that we know they got the materialistics? They got the materialistics, but they don't got the characteristics. So by them motherfuckers not being a man, they not respected by men in the lifestyle of pimping and whoring. I know niggas that got Rolls Royces, large following like King Solomon. You know what I mean? Checking the bankroll out the motherfucking pussy hole every goddamn day. But they look down on men. They don't talk to men right. A lot of you so-called pimps, you talk to squares. You know, men outside of the lifestyle of pimping and whoring as if they children. You know what I mean? And then when a motherfucker want to beat your ass and check your ass, you trying to use this pimping, you know what I mean, to get out of an ass whooping. You know what I mean? But, you know, when you're a people's person, you might not have as much money as everybody else or more materialistic things as everybody else. But in all actuality, you're going to have more popularity simply because you're a people's person. People like you. And in this game, you're going to find out that you're going to need more than the hoe, you know what I mean, to basically sit up there and remain, you know what I mean, in this game, man. You're going to need more than some money and some hoes, man. You know what I mean? People got to like you. People got to sit up there, you understand me, and gravitate to you. You know what I mean? And people gravitate to Bishop Don Magic Juan, even if he didn't have on that green and gold, even if he didn't have on no jewelry. It's because of the jewelry that come out of his mouth that people from the West, East, you know, Midwest and South gravitate to him. You know what I mean? So I just had to take out the time, man, to pay homage, and not just that, you know what I mean, give honor to when honor is due. You know what I mean? Not just to him, to all the Chicago legends, you know what I mean, in different lanes. But in this lane of pimping, man, you know, I had to take out time to just acknowledge, you know what I mean, one of the legends from my city, you know, why they living. So I don't know if he gonna see the video or not. If he do, he do. If he don't, he don't. I just did my part as somebody from the city of Chicago showing love to my city. And you about to see me do a whole bunch of videos kind of like this simply because, you know, tomorrow is not promised. So since tomorrow is not promised, you know what I mean, it's only, man, I have to take out time to give people their flowers while they living. If somebody has been an inspiration to you, if somebody has given uncommon information to you to help you stay involved and help you evolve in the lifestyle, you know what I mean, whether it be pimping and whoring, whether you're a gangster, D-boy, pediatrician, preacher, teacher, motivational speaker. If somebody was a blessing to you, if they been, you know what I mean, a true blessing to you, the only way that you're going to be a fit beneficial is by being beneficial to the person that was beneficial to you. Be a blessing to those that been a blessing to you, man. So, you know, I ain't gonna talk you guys' heads off, but I just had to sit up there, man, and take out time to sit up there, man, and really bless the city of Chicago with that love. We need more love, man. I love you guys. I hope you live as long as you want and never want as long as you live, man. Be blessed and share this video, Chicago. You know what I mean? Share it all around, man. And not just with Bishop Don Magic Juan, all of our legends, man. For those of you that know, have some type of knowledge on some history, man, give some clarity and show charity, man, to the city of Chicago. Love you guys, man. One.